All right, what is going on, guys? It's Adam, aka Marf, and this is Marfoogle News. Today, I wanted to talk about something that a lot of people, of course, have just found out, which our president has said that he has come down with the stuff, right? The stuff that we've been talking about for now 3 years, since 2019. It said that President JB tested positive for the stuff on Thursday and is experiencing mild symptoms. He, of course, 79 years old, is being treated with, of course, the stuff that they're giving out and is fully taken care of and, of course, boosted. It says the statement said, and then the White House coordinator, Dr. Ashish Jha, said that President B is tired and has a runny nose and a dry cough. So we all know this. This is what is going out to everybody. I want to point out all of the other things that are going on, and I want to ask a really big question here. So first off, we've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks, and in fact, right after I saw this, I saw even more confirmation from different folks over on Twitter that there is so much going on above us as far as military Chinooks, especially out of everything. Just if you don't believe me, go into Twitter and actually search Chinooks. You'll see that there's all sorts of crazy sightings, and almost all of them have something in common. They've all turned off their transponder or their coordinates, and they're not on flight radar. Now, normally if you see a Chinook, most of the time you can actually go to flight radar and it's there and it's showing. So I just ended up retweeting another one that I just saw. But again, if you go in that and actually search, you'll see, especially off the west and the east coast. Now, everything around the planet is kind of going nuts right now. Of course, you have the whole thing with the gas going on with the UK. You have all of these events. You have NK this week. We talked about the threats from NK to, of course, us, the threats from them to UK. We have, of course, Vlad's threats to the UK. We have all of this different stuff going on with Australia. And I want to point out that, of course, there have been many warnings in the last year. And now, after 3 years, a lot of people are questioning, how did this person not get this earlier? Well, one thing I want to point out is that illnesses are actually hidden by many of our presidents. In fact, they have wrote whole, in fact, colleges have done whole studies on this, on how much they have hidden the hidden illnesses of presidents. In fact, I found an earlier one from 2013 going back talking about this. It says, in an era of instant communication, the American public expects to know the facts about the health of its presidents. So it's no secret that at the time, Obama has the heart rate of an athlete but struggles with vices such as cigarettes and pie, which contribute to his high cholesterol, which, by the way, I didn't actually know that. It says, but such transparency, far from typical until recent decades, previous commanders-in-chief hid their illnesses, afflictions, and even their surgeries from the public. So you have to think, our whole lives, presidents have basically, if you think about it, have never been sick. They're never, ever sick. They're always healthy. And one thing I want to point out about this is now they are saying that he is going to be isolating. In previous times, and this is now, there's a lot of declassified times about, of course, they tried to hide things like this. They did not say it, especially if it was a big deal. They would just totally leave it out. They would not mention it to people. And this has been a pattern since we've had presidents. So for them to come out and for him to do a video and say, I'm fine and whatever else, one thing that also does is that basically takes away any questions of like where he's at. And some people said, well, maybe he just wants to take a break. If he's got this and he wants to take a break from the press. If he wants to take a break, he can just go to Camp David. He can take a break. Presidents go on a ton of vacation time. So if he wanted to go somewhere and just be by himself, he could. My concern is, and this is a question that should be allowed to be asked, is, one of these times when our president, or they say that they're going into isolation, especially this is a new thing. Before, there was never something where if your president caught something, then they would just be going in, separating themselves from all other human beings, at least since the early 1900s. If they got a cold, that didn't mean that they couldn't, be followed by press. That didn't mean that they couldn't go out in public. That didn't mean something. But with this, what we've been, taught over the last few years is that we have to go and separate ourselves from everything. Our president is essentially going to be separating himself and going, and the press won't see him. So is it crazy to ask that, is there something else going on that we don't know about? Is there some sort of threat that we don't know about? Is there, something that is out there that they may want to put him away? And I'm actually very surprised it took this long for him to get it. I personally got it just a few months ago. I just, I wonder, and they of course push the fact that, he's been fully taken care of in all of those different areas, and he still, of course, got it. But my question is during this time period, I would keep your eyes open and keep looking up, and of course, keep aware of this stuff, because again, any one of these times, and I'm not saying that that's what's going on now, but any one of these times could be where they have to physically hide the president or put him somewhere. They say that he is at the White House residence, but again, we also know that a president can easily get out of there without press knowing, and they have plans for that on purpose. If they ever did have to do anything, they actually have plans. They would put out something like this if something other happened, or if he was even more sick, or if he had an actual illness, they could say it was something like this to explain different things. So it's just a question. Again, I think people should ask these questions, and a lot of people don't. They just go, oh, he's got that, and that's why he's not going to be seen for the next 5 days or 10 days or whatever, when really he could totally go out in a car and then, be driven secretly to somewhere and then fly and meet with the president and do some sort of crazy closed-door meeting. We don't know. So I'm just asking that question, and I hope that people always ask questions and question everything. If you agree with me or disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And then make sure to join us over on our live show. We're going to talk about this and much, much more. And we're going to be taking calls tonight. So that's going to be over on our sister channel, Marfoogle TV, over on YouTube. So make sure to join us there. I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Make sure to go to the website, marfooglenews.com. You can find not only our other channel and all of our stuff and all of our archived videos, but you can also go over there and support us. If you do find a product that you see, like marfooglenews.com/prep, you can get freeze-dried foods, or marfooglenews.com/energy. You can go over and get a solar generator. Make sure to go check those out. I think that they will save lives in the end. So have a great night. I love you guys. Be safe, be prepared, and Marf out.